Welcome back, everyone, to True Crime Tales, where we delve into the darkest corners of reality. From chilling mysteries to bone-chilling crimes, we bring you haunting tales that are not for the faint-hearted. Join us as we uncover the truth behind real-life nightmares. And please, don't forget to like, share, and hit the subscribe button so we can keep you updated on our latest investigations.
A disturbing incident unfolded when a black woman was punched in the face by Ashlands Police, with the entire police department complicit in the act. Shockingly, the entire event was caught clearly on camera.
There was body cameras. I wonder how many sergeants would just light this thing up, empty this tank.
In Toledo, Ohio, a house party took an unexpected turn when officers from Ashlands Police Dept were dispatched to the scene. The guests were calm and not causing any disturbance, yet the officers suddenly decided to make arrests seemingly at random, raising serious alarm bells about their actions.
Hey, who lives here? Who's the owner I can talk to? Who lives here?
This ain't got nothing to do with us.
I'm asking who lives here. You do?
Yeah.
All right, arrest him, and them two.
Hey,
You can't go in my house. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I ain't even do nothing to you. What is the reason? Why you pushing me off the porch?
get on the ground.
Don't, stay back. Don't, stay back. Failure to disperse, everybody.
In Ohio, an officer claimed the guests were being charged with failure to disperse, a charge applicable only when someone's presence poses a high risk of physical harm or public inconvenience. However, in this case, it was evident the officer was merely seeking an excuse to target the guests.
All right, let's just get in the back of cars.
What is it? Why?
Okay, I'll explain to you. I stood here and I told everybody to go in the house.
didn't tell
Listen,
me. You didn't
are
say
you
this.
going to let me explain or are you going to talk over me? I stood here. I told everybody in here, either go in the house or leave. After I said that, nobody moved. I said you're going to jail if you don't move. Nobody moved.
The officer might struggle to understand why no one complied, but the truth is he never instructed anyone to go inside the house. He merely asked who lived there before beginning the arrests. Ironically, if the call was about a public disturbance, the situation escalated significantly after the police arrived, making it seem like they were the ones causing the chaos. And if you thought the officer's actions would end there, think again. He escalated further by drawing his weapon to threaten the residents.
Guys, let's go!
Time to move! Let's go!
Who else wants to go to jail because you're about to go? Go! Go! Why don't you listen and just go home? I don't have patience. People go to jail when I'm around. You know, before there was body cameras, I wonder how many sergeants would just light this thing up, empty this tank.
The officer's unsettling remarks reveal a chilling mindset, as he essentially hints at being willing to open fire on everyone present. His behavior reflects a disturbing abuse of power, and he's not alone. Ashlands Police is also on the scene, exhibiting similar conduct, though her actions ultimately culminate in an even more violent outcome.
You're not walking back up to that house. Turn back around. I don't care. No. No. Go.
Go then.
Hey, no, you can't touch me.
I can take your ass to jail. I don't give a
Failure to disperse. Get the out now.
Go.
The situation was already highly tense, but what makes the upcoming footage even more shocking is the identity of the victim, a professional boxer and Olympic-level athlete, O.A. Jones. Instead of receiving the respect and admiration her talents deserve, she was subjected to a blatant assault.
Back up. Go.
I'm asking for
Go.
his badge
No.
number. I'm asking for his
I
badge
don't care.
number.
Back up.
I'm asking for his badge.
Record that, okay? Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Nope. I'm not even here.
You can't do that to her phone. Back the up. What is wrong with y'all? You can't do that to her phone.
Back up.
Okay, give me her phone.
Okay, that's her phone, so you
Yes.
just gotta keep it.
Let me get my phone.
No, you're not giving your phone to anyone.
Breaking my wrist.
Then stop moving.
You angry. Calm down. You angry.
Stop
She's
twisting.
angry. All I'm saying, she's squeezing my
Quit
hand
twisting,
for no
quit turning.
reason.
You're just
Will
making
you
it
quit
worse.
moving? Stop cussing at me. She just hit me. Y'all just see that? I know. She just hit me. I know. She just hit me.
Ma'am,
I know.
ma'am.
She just hit me. You see that? I got it.
You're supposed to be an Olympic boxer.
I am. I asked for your badge number.
Oh, mine? You were talking about mine? It's 355.
There is no excuse for this attack. Surrounded by officers and restrained, O.A. was punched by Ashlands, seemingly out of sheer anger and hatred. What Ashlands appeared to overlook was the fact that every officer present was equipped with a body camera, capturing her actions in plain view. Yet, in a tragic twist, prosecutors deemed the use of force justified, arguing that OA was resisting arrest and the punch was merely a compliance technique. Instead of facing criminal charges, Ashland was only verbally reprimanded for using profanity during the incident. A glaring example of racism unfolded on July 14, 2018, when Officer Tim Garcia was caught yelling racial slurs at a suspect. The suspect, Dwayne Robinson, had reportedly been aggressive and confrontational with mall patrons, using vulgar language and making threats. Though Robinson complied when asked to leave, security guards continued to follow him and eventually detained him.
They was like, you understand? I said, look, man, I went like that. I said, look, y'all already told me what it was. I was like, I'm already walking off. Okay. So I tried to go back that way. I was like, I thought there was an exit, and they grabbed my bag. I said, look, man, don't grab my bag like that. Yeah. All they had to tell me was like, look, sir, there's not an exit over here. Yeah. And they was like, all right, we want you to exit the mall. I was like, look, man, I'm not about to exit the mall, bro. I said, look, I want the cops to come here to let y'all know the dumb y'all doing. Yeah. But look, I ain't even did that.
In summary, Robinson explained that he initially complied with security's request to leave, though he was confused about why he was being asked. However, when security became physical, he suggested involving the police to resolve the situation in action that would prove to be a grave mistake. The responding officer was not only rude, but also shockingly derogatory and insulting.
Now, my question to you is, if they tell you to leave the mall, you gonna leave the mall?
No, I don't want to. That's why I called you.
I understand you don't want to, but if they tell you, are you gonna leave the mall?
I'm asking for what?
Okay, they don't have to tell you. If they don't want you here, you're not here, okay?
That makes no sense.
Okay, here's the deal. Now you're gonna get argumentative with me. They won't put you in jail. I'll put you in jail. We cool on that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You have your ID? Let me just get your information. I'm gonna get their information.
All right,
and then
so, y'all take my information. So, like, they talking about they want to give me for criminal trespass.
Yeah, they might give you a criminal trespass.
Look, I ain't even did. Why y'all give me criminal trespass? What you mean? What you mean they can't?
Sure.
No, hold up. What you mean they can't?
No, okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna ask you to do something. I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna make you.
Let me go, bro. Look, go ahead and let me go, bro. Look, go ahead and let me go, bro.
Stop tensing up. Yes, you are.
You know what? Now you're under arrest.
What? Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Now you're under arrest for criminal trespass.
After Robinson allegedly refused to provide his ID, the officers decided to arrest him. At this point, they had some grounds for the arrest, as Robinson had initially refused to leave the property when asked. If Officer Garcia's account is to be believed, Robinson also adopted an aggressive stance when asked for his ID. However, the real issue arises when Robinson is on the ground, handcuffed and defenseless.
You say, look, give me your ID, so I was about to give it to you.
But you did? No. You took it back.
What do you mean, bro?
It's all on camera.
Fast, bro. I didn't do nothing.
Dude, look how old I am. You think I act back? I listened to all your stupid for like 5 minutes.
Look, bro, and I said, look, before I give y'all my ID, can y'all tell me, like, why would I get a criminal trespass?
And I told you, if you're not shopping here, they don't want you.
All right, look, and they didn't even tell me, I don't even have criminal trespass.
You do now. Now you're going to jail.
You're tensing up like that?
Fool, you had my arm, bro.
No, I answered your question, bro. I'm not your fool. I'm nothing like that.
Look, bro, all I did was ask a question.
Right, and then we asked you for your ID, and you refused to give it to us.
And look, I said, look, can y'all tell me? All right, give me your ID.
So we're detaining you
I'm about to give it
for disturbing the peace.
Disturbing the peace?
Yeah, this is peaceful. It was.
You don't want to give us your arms.
Man, that's
we had action. That's just the way it goes.
The way you were raised is bull.
Tell me how I'm raised.
I'm telling you how you're raised.
Well, you got me.
Yeah, you are.
Police officers are meant to protect the public and de-escalate tense situations, but Garcia seemed entirely indifferent to his duty and reputation. Instead of calming the situation, he escalated it by using slurs and behaving in a blatantly inappropriate manner.
You do. Hey, here, look, this is the police. This is the police. You. How do you like that? Police said, just said it right back to you. You. I obviously I don't. On camera, I'll say it. Do I look like you? Well, I'm only 3.4% African.
What's wrong with it? I called you.
I'm 3.4% Sub-Saharan African. There you go. Say it right. Put an R at the end. If you're gonna say it, don't call me.
The officer not only made these remarks without a hint of apology, but he also openly admitted to doing so on camera, proudly claiming it was to prove a point. However, this wasn't the end of his actions.
For being
Look, y'all just trying to speak.
Oh, man. I'm just trying to get it right. I'm trying to get it right.
And you got to put my where you want me to go, man?
That way. Everything was going good. You and I had a good rapport.
Man, yes, we did. So y'all didn't talk about kids. Trying to me and life up, bro.
Your life? I think you your life up. I didn't do that. I don't think you will.
The verbal abuse was already outrageous, but as the officers made their way outside and approached their patrol cars, they chose to escalate things further by adding physical abuse to the mix completely unprovoked.
What are you doing? Stop. I'm trying to take your shoes off. Just stop. Quit acting like I'm trying to take my shoes off. Because I have to search you. All you gotta do is behave. Why can't you just behave, dude?
Dude, you keep tensing up, you keep getting it.
There you go.
If you don't can you put back on my feet?
You, because we gotta make sure you ain't got nothing in there.
If you find it strange that the officers are removing Robinson's shoes, you're absolutely right. He was being arrested for trespassing not for drugs, weapons, or anything dangerous. It becomes even more disturbing when you realize the officers didn't even search his shoes, yet forced him to walk barefoot on hot pavement in the middle of July.
Hey, bro, can you stop harassing me?
Dude, this all would have been over if you would have just handed me your ID. You pulled it out of your wallet, you were fixing to hand it to me, and then you pulled it back, and you just didn't want to cooperate, man. You had it. You were there. All you had to do is give me your ID.
We're gonna get you up.
We're gonna stand up. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, man. Where? Y'all not gonna put my back in my feet.
They're gonna go with you.
Look, watch your head. Watch your head.
Robinson was taken back to jail on charges of trespassing and resisting arrest, but what followed for the officers involved in the incident is where the true story unfolds, shedding light on the deep corruption within the police department. An investigation was launched into Officer Garcia, and his sergeant suggested a written reprimand, claiming Garcia didn't use the racial slur in a targeted way, but merely repeated it back to Robinson. 2 lieutenants reviewed the case and agreed with the reprimand recommendation. However, the deputy chief, after viewing the footage, found the officer's behavior, including the banter, escalation, and use of profanity, extremely unprofessional. He referred the case to Internal Affairs for a formal investigation. Eventually, the San Antonio police chief reviewed the case and recommended Garcia's indefinite suspension, stating that his conduct was far from justifiable. In a final attempt to defend himself, Garcia claimed he was only repeating the language to communicate in a way Robinson would understand. In January 2019, Garcia was indefinitely suspended from the San Antonio Police Department. What do you think about this incident? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep the conversation going.